it looks like Animosity was made in 2013. Did you get a release at that point? Because we're getting in touch because it sounds like you're re-releasing it or it's being released.
Correct.
That's the film we're going to talk about today. So talk about that a little bit. Did you have a distributor and then that contract ran out, so now you're with a new distributor? Just talk through that. Why was this movie made in 2013 and now getting released 2021?
Well, the story of Animosity is a strange one. So the thing was, as I told you, I was still in film school when the two Kickstarters to the VelociPastor trailer didn't go through. And so at SVA, they give you your entire fourth year to do your thesis film, and they strongly discourage you from going against a feature. So naturally, I did it. I was just sort of like, if you're going to give me an entire year, I just want to see if I can do it, you know? Like, I want to see if I can make a feature. Hypothetically, this was not the first one I did. I made 3 in high school, but they're like high school features. They're not
gotcha.
Good. They just happen to be feature length. So I had made the last one of those the summer before film school, and I thought it would be appropriate to finish film school with a feature as well. Honestly, I didn't expect to do anything with it. I just wanted to make it, to like get it out of myself and prove to myself that hey, I could make a feature film and it could be good. What ended up happening, and that's what I did, I spent my thesis year shooting Animosity on and off. It was a nightmare of a production. We ran out of money a couple of times, and started shooting on like weekends and things like that. It was horrible. But at the end of the year, I did in fact have a feature film. I was the only student that year to do so. And so I sent it into a couple of festivals. It got picked up. Our biggest claim to fame was that we played in Fantasia in Montreal next to Guardians of the Galaxy and Boyhood. And a whole bunch of other very impressive films. And that was very cool. I sold it at the first festival, which was not Fantasia. It was called Buffalo Dreams International Film Festival in Buffalo, New York. And it was just to a small distributor. I didn't expect to sell it, period. Like, it was a student film, you know? I sold it essentially to the first person that offered, because I was like, oh my God, yeah, sure. And it just was fine. They did what they did with it. And this was in an awkward period where streaming wasn't really where it was at these days. And I was nobody. Like, I, you know, the problem with Animosity is that it's a very difficult film to pitch. It's sort of like, the log line is truly like, you know, a couple moves to a house in the woods and things happen. Trust me, it's good. And that's like a very hard sell when it stars effectively nobody you've ever heard of. It's not made by anybody you've ever heard of. It's a micro budget student film. Like, everything is going against it. And especially before screening was like a thing, it just got sort of dumped to DVD and forgotten, except by people who had happened to see it at Fantasia or Buffalo. And those people bought it and liked it. But like, you know, there's only so far it can go. Part of the reason I want to re-release it now, and I'm very excited to re-release it now, is because, hey, the trust me part might actually hold up now. Like, because VelociPastor's happened, and people are actually excited to see more things I've done.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts. Or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.